Hello, Dr. Long here. Today's audio log does not have any disclaimers or warnings, so let's just get right into it. SCP-009, Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. Subject is to be contained within a sealed storage tank of heat-resistant alloy with dimension no less than 14 meters cubed. Under no circumstance should SCP-009 be exposed to temperature in excess of 0 degrees Celsius when not undergoing testing, and no mundane liquids in a solid state, especially frozen water, shall be allowed within 30 feet of the subject containment area. Subject chamber is to be fitted with temperature sensors which shall monitor at all times and is to be kept refrigerated by no fewer than 3 redundant cooling units. Any malfunctions of the sensor or the coolant system is to be reported and repaired immediately. If at any time the temperature in the containment area climbs above -5 degrees Celsius, the chamber is to be locked down immediately and flooded with a coolant until the temperature is brought back between -30 degrees Celsius and -25 degrees Celsius. Atmosphere must be evacuated from the containment area when personnel are present within, and any water vapor present must be filtered and kept in the same condition as detailed airing for no fewer than 24 hours. Any vapor displaying properties of SCP-009 is to be quarantined and added to the containment area as soon as possible. All personnel interacting with or observing the subject must wear full environmental protection suits. All personnel leaving the containment chamber must undergo dehydration of all gear, research material, and any other object that came in contact with SCP-009's chamber. If contamination is discovered, no material or personnel shall be permitted to exit, and a Level 2 lockdown of the containment area shall commence. Lethal force is authorized in case of dire needs, but all security force are strongly advised to remain as far away from their target as possible, to minimize chance of contact with a fluid contaminated by SCP-009. Description: SCP-009 is approximately 3,700 liters of the substance, which exhibits a number of unique properties. While small amounts of the substance in all phases are as colorless as mundane water, en masse it takes the distinct red hue. Its most notable properties, however, is the fact that SCP-009's reaction to temperature extremes is exactly opposite to that of standard H2O. The subject assumes a liquid phase at the temperatures between -100 Celsius and 0 degrees Celsius, and converts into a solid state above those temperatures. At temperatures below -100 degrees Celsius, SCP-009 vaporizes into a gaseous phase similar to steam, though it still retains the red coloration when put under high pressure. Examination of the atomic structure of SCP-009 has proven inconclusive. Tests indicate that the subject is composed of the same combination of hydrogen and oxygen as normal water, leaving researchers to speculate that the source of the subject abnormality may be the atoms themselves. Dr. has suggested that the subject may have originated or been altered by another reality in which the laws of physics are inverted. This theory may have some merit, in light of SCP-009's marked ability to assimilate natural water into its mass. If placed in physical contact with any aqueous solution, be it ice, salt water, or water vapor in the air, SCP-009 will spread and contaminate any H2O in said solution, causing it to exhibit the subject's property. Though this capacity is present in all phases, it has been observed to progress most slowly and therefore be more containable in liquid phase. If the subject comes into contact with any biological source of heat, it begins a runaway reaction in which the living organism's bodily fluids are rapidly converted to SCP-009 and promptly frozen by their own body heat. Because of their generally high core temperature, mammals are particularly susceptible. Because SCP-009 produces heat while freezing at the same rate as a mundane ice consumes heat while melting, the process is self-perpetuating until all available moisture is converted or until it is altered by external interference. Experiments on D-class personnel have illustrated the process of conversion by the subject, which has been condensed down to a series of steps. 1. Initial exposure. Subject is exposed to SCP-009 and it begins converting any water present on the exposed surface, usually skin, to exhibit its properties: presence of mist, fog, snow, or other solids or vaporous forms of water greatly increases the speed of the process. 2. Surface conversion. A thin layer of frost forms on the exposed area as body heat and heat produced by SCP-009 raises its temperature above freezing. Progression to this step can take from anywhere from 5 minutes to 1 hour, depending on the victim's body temperature. At this stage, freezing has begun progressing through the initial layers of the epidermis and soon reach the live cells. 3. Deep tissue conversion. Exponential increase in the temperature of SCP-009 causes the expansion of crystals throughout the victim's body, resulting in widespread perforation of internal cell structures. Actual blood loss is minimal at this stage due to the crystals filling up puncture wounds, allowing the subject to remain alive and conscious for up to hours. 4. Data expunged. 5. Death. Multiple organ failure and exsanguination via systemic crystallization. Testing on D-Class personnel has been discontinued as of April 23, 2000. Addendum. Circumstance of retrieval. Subject was found in Alaska on November 5th, 19. The Foundation becomes involved after reports were obtained from the native tribe. We came across the mangled body of a team of seal hunters which had apparently been shipwrecked kilometers away from the village. All victims were found encased in red ice, cause of death recorded as internal bleeding. On victim whose features were sufficiently intact, expression of panic and intense pains were observed. It is summarized that low ambient temperature in the area prolonged the time to total conversion by hours and allowed the victim to remain conscious until data expunged. Addendum, December 16, 2000. Supercooling of SCP-009 for the purpose of experimentation is disallowed until further notice. Personnel are advised that liquid nitrogen is only to be used on the subject in control amounts and only until temperature has reached an acceptable level. Related note, possible application of SCP-009 in cold fusion research pending evaluation. End of audio log. You see, this is the problem with the Foundation. Their ethics are all over the place. Sometimes they'll kill an entire village to take care of witnesses, but on other occasions they won't let you use more D-Class to find valuable information even though you were so close and D-Class personnel are disposable. Anyway, that's it for today. I'll see you next time.